after the winter, how do you see the New Zealand series going for England?
England should win comfortably. Daniel Vittori's picked a new, young, inexperienced side, but I can see where he's going, Daniel Vittori, and I think it's a brave move and it's a good move. I think that New Zealand have to rebuild now. They've lost key players like Stephen Fleming, Shane Bond, for various reasons. So he's actually said, right, let's go with the younger players, and so it will take them time to bed in. He's got some very good experienced players, Brendan McCullum, himself, Daniel Vittori, one of the top performers in world cricket. But he's got a lot of guys who haven't had experience in England, or very little. So it will take them time to settle in. So I'd expect England to win that. Then the South Africans arrive, and that'll be more of an acid test. And then, of course, we have India, the first part of the winter, and the second part of the West Indies. So that period of time is very, very important for a lot of England players. Guys that are in the side now to establish themselves on that side, they're the ones in possession of the places. Then you've got the guys like Matthew Hogarth, Stephen Harmison, a lot of other guys, younger guys banging on the door. It's a chance for them, if they get a chance, to impress. So they've got to go and impress at county level. So it's exciting.
Because England have freshened up their side a bit recently. There's a few of the younger guys.
Yeah, have come in and done well. The younger players do well, and the competition is very healthy, and that's why it's good to see. And Andrew Flintoff, everyone's talking about Freddie coming back. I wouldn't rush Freddie back. I would let him take his time and let him get miles in his legs and then come back.
And what about Hogarth and Harmison? Do you see them coming back in?
It's entirely up to them. Well, they've got to go and perform. If they don't perform, they're not going to get picked. And that's why they were left out, because they weren't performing. And they both looked anything but match fit on that day in that first game at Hamilton, and England were appalling. So Michael Vaughan swung the axe, and he made a big decision, a brave decision. And Stuart Broad and these guys now are looking good, and they're hungry and they're young and they want to play. So it's going to be hard for the older players, the established players, to get back into the side. But the challenge is there for them. If they're up for it, who knows?
So who do you rate as the key men for England now, on the current side?
I don't think. I think it's hard to single out players, but I think that the bowlers are all competing. I think Michael Vaughan will be looking at his own form, and he'll want to score runs, and he'll hopefully fill his boots against New Zealand, get some confidence. There's a lot of key factors. I don't like to single out individual players. I think it's wrong and unfair because it's a team game.
And Ryan Slide-Bottom, who was in the Wisden Cricket of the Year?
Yeah, he's done magnificently. He had a long gap from when he made his debut. He went back to county cricket, learnt his trade, developed the ball that swings into the right-handers. He's terrific. He's enthusiastic. He wants to play. He tick all the right boxes with Ryan Slide-Bottom. As a captain, you'd love him.
And Simon Jones, thankfully, finally back playing after injury. I mean, is there any potential that he could resurrect his England days?
Why not? Still young enough, very young. So if he can get back to the pace and fitness, but he's sadly been riddled with injuries throughout his career. I don't think he's ever completed a Test series. So that would be something he'd like to do. So yeah, the carrots are there, the rewards are there. If you get out and play, it's worth it.
And is there anybody new to look out for that you think's coming through and might be knocking on the door this summer?
Well, the cricketer I thought looked very impressive when I first saw him. I don't see a lot of county cricket now because I've been involved with Sky and with the international scene a lot. So I miss out on quite a bit of that. But one lad that did impress me when I saw him was the lad at Worcester, Stephen Davis, batsman, wicket-keeper, and very good. So there's maybe one to look at. He had an indifferent year last year, and he had an operation through the winter on the knee. So keep an eye out for him.
And do you think this current England side, have they got a nucleus there that can go on and challenge potentially the Australians?
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
So what are they going to need to do in the next?
Win. They've got a big year. New Zealand, South Africa, India, West Indies. The coach and the management team and the selectors would like to think that at the end of that they've got some idea where they're going.